so many horrific accusations though involving young singers, young like children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama.
Jay-Z,
everybody.
I'm sure the Clintons were there at some point.
Maybe Bill.
In Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults, and you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face. All right. Now
Justin Bieber was 15 when one of the most powerful men in music took him away for a weekend. No parents, no managers, no rules. On camera, it was sold as mentorship. Behind the scenes, what Joe Rogan just uncovered will make you look at that weekend in a whole new way. During a recent podcast, Rogan sat frozen over a stack of documents, his voice cracking as he read a handwritten letter from Bieber himself. What it revealed wasn't just about the young pop star's past, it was about an entire industry that protects power over people. And the deeper Joe dug, the darker it got.
And good luck when you're older. You know, Justin Bieber had a post the other day on his Instagram talking about all the drugs that he did when he was younger and how much it fucked him up. And now he's got a relationship with the Lord and he's married and he's trying to be a normal person.
From the outside, Bieber's rise was the perfect modern fairy tale. A kid from a small Canadian town, raised by a single mom, uploading homemade videos of himself singing on YouTube. One day, those videos caught the attention of Scooter Braun, who flew him to the US to meet with major labels. Then Usher stepped in, offering mentorship and a record deal. Almost overnight, Bieber was a global sensation. He was selling out arenas before he was old enough to drive. To the world, it looked like pure magic. But away from the cameras, another figure was circling. Sean Diddy Combs.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So.
And his interest in Bieber was far more personal than anyone realized at the time. In a resurfaced interview, Diddy brags about having custody of Bieber for 48 hours. He smiles, calls it every 15-year-old's dream, and dodges questions about what they actually did together. There's no mention of studio sessions, press events, or industry meetings, just vague comments and a laugh. When Joe Rogan played the clip on his show, his face hardened. "Listen to how he talks about him," Rogan said, "like he's some kind of toy. This isn't mentorship, it's possession." Then came the letter, the one that made Rogan's voice crack. Written in shaky handwriting on hotel stationery, it was only a few sentences long. "I'm really tired, I want to go home. This trip is too much," it read. No flashy celebrity tone, no superstar ego, just a kid asking to be a kid again. Rogan sat in silence after reading it. "This isn't about fame anymore," he finally said. "This is about control." Bieber's so-called mentorship weekend wasn't just mysterious, it was tightly controlled. Security footage from a luxury property tied to one of Diddy's companies showed Bieber walking through a hallway at 3:12 a.m., holding a guitar, flanked by 2 assistants. In the background, a whiteboard listed the rules for the weekend: 5 minutes of phone use per day, limited meals, rehearsals from sunset to sunrise, no manager contact. To Rogan, this was no training camp. "That's not guidance," he said, "that's isolation."
Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also while you're out.
He got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
After Rogan's episode aired, the floodgates opened. Assistants, stylists, and industry staff started sharing their stories. One recalled seeing young artists' phones taken away for entire weekends. Another said parents were told they couldn't visit because it would break the focus. A third admitted she was told never to speak about what happened during these full immersion weekends. Different names, different cities, but the pattern was always the same. Looking back, the warning signs had been there all along. Bieber's very public breakdowns, his canceled tours, the string of controversies that tabloids feasted on. People laughed, rolled their eyes, called him spoiled. But as Rogan pointed out, that wasn't a brat acting out. That was a kid drowning in an environment designed to control him. Bieber himself has since spoken openly about how fame nearly destroyed him.
The you of then was on a path of self-destruction. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids and saying that's what I want. But I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
admitting in an Instagram post that the pressure, the constant work, and the lack of normal teenage experiences left him lost and spiraling into drug abuse. The fallout for Diddy was swift. Within days of Rogan's episode, a sneaker brand cut ties. A major streaming service removed his music from curated playlists. 2 corporations announced they'd no longer license his songs for commercials. And the conversation around Diddy's mentorships, and once celebrated, took a sharp turn towards suspicion. But Rogan insisted this wasn't about one man. It's about an industry that rewards silence, he said. Where were the adults? Where were the labels? Where were the people whose job it was to protect this kid? The bigger problem, according to Rogan, is that the music business has no real safeguards for minors. Young artists can be signed to grueling contracts, sent on endless tours, and placed in situations no child should ever face, all without the legal protections you'd expect in any other industry. Rogan didn't just raise questions, he offered solutions. Mandatory guardian presence during all travel for under 18 artists, unrestricted access to managers, mental health teams on tour, and transparency in contracts involving minors. These aren't radical ideas, he said. They're basic protections, and if the industry can't handle that, then the industry doesn't deserve these kids.
I always say this about Justin Bieber. When people hear about him going insane, like, of course he's going insane. You have no idea what it would be like to be him and to be 17 years old. And girls literally trying to break into his house. They're coming down chimneys. They're flying in on parachutes. They're doing anything they can. They just want to be around him. You want him to be normal?
Social media exploded. Their justice for Justin began trending worldwide. Fans expressed regret for mocking Bieber's early struggles. Other celebrities liked and shared clips from Rogan's episode, while mental health advocates praised him for confronting the darker side of fame. Bieber himself stayed silent, but he didn't have to. The story was already out there, and the world was listening. Digging deeper, Rogan began looking at other young artists linked to Diddy over the years. Many disappeared from the public eye, some walked away from music entirely, others were never heard from again. This isn't about coincidence, Rogan said. It's about a pattern, and once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Through it all, Bieber has somehow survived. He's married now, open about his faith, and continues to make music on his own terms. Rogan calls that a miracle. To go through all that and still want to create, that's strength, he said. That's the kind of resilience that can change the industry. In the final minutes of the episode, Rogan promised that every dollar earned from it would be donated to organizations that protect young performers. His closing words hit hard. Success should lift people up, not lock them down. Protect kids. Don't protect power. He paused and added, because somewhere out there, the next Justin Bieber is waiting for someone to stand up for him, and this time I want him to know someone will.